Today, I am joined by Hannah and Sophia Libman, and they are going to teach you how to make Oobleck Stress Balls. Thank you both so much for being here.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, Hannah, what are we doing here?
Yes, okay, so today we're gonna be making Oobleck Stress Balls, and so we have a water, and we have a cornstarch, and we have a funnel, so it doesn't get too messy. So. Okay, first should we pick a color for balloon? What do we think?
Okay, again, I always default to blue, so. All right, Sophia, what do I do?
Okay, so now we're gonna take the funnel and we're gonna put it like into the balloon.
Okay.
Because this is how we're gonna get our cornstarch and water in. So there we go. We'll have you hold it.
Perfect. Okay. I'm a little scared. So what happens if it lets go? So I have to hold it really tight, right?
Yeah, just hold it really tight there.
Okay.
Okay, Hannah, now do you want to like maybe take 2 scoops of cornstarch and we'll put it in the funnel?
Oh, perfect.
So cornstarch and water is all I need for this then?
That's all you need for Oobleck, and it's really interesting because Oobleck's not a liquid or a solid.
Okay.
But like if you press it really hard and quick, it's a solid, but if you kind of like touch it slowly, it's more of a liquid.
Interesting.
Yeah, it has
okay.
texture.
So then we're gonna kind of
we're using the back of the spoon to get it to go down into
the balloon.
Okay.
It's always
all right, pushing it in there. And so then what is going to happen from a scientific perspective?
Yeah, so when we mix the water with the cornstarch, it's almost like a chemical reaction that's happening that makes this Oobleck, and that's the substance that's like not a liquid or a solid, but it's really a mixture of both of them. And so the process is kind of happening actually like in the balloon. You also can just make Oobleck with water and cornstarch not in the balloon, but it's kind of fun to have this like substance in the balloon as a little stress ball.
That was actually going to be my next question is can you make this without, and if you make it without, do you add food coloring or what do you do, Hannah?
Yes, so if you make it without the balloon, you can definitely add food coloring to like a fun color, and it's really fun because you can also like Sophia was saying before, you press in it and then it's like different textures, so it's really fun to even just like play with it in your hands too.
So it's a good sensory toy.
Yes,
so
for
fun.
sure, yes.
All right, now what?
Now it's time for the water. So maybe we'll start with about 2 spoonfuls of water. Hannah, do you want to like pour it in? And then we'll mix it around at the bottom and decide if that's a good consistency.
The thing that I really like when you both are here is that it's very measured and everything has its precise measurement so that you can easily recreate it at home.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
and go from there. And so then how long does this chemical reaction take?
It doesn't take that long. You just kind of have to use your hands to like mix around the cornstarch and the Oobleck, and the cornstarch and the water to make the Oobleck.
I see.
And the big thing with it is kind of seeing if you want it to be like softer or harder. So maybe, let's see, do you want to feel it to see if you like it like
if I like the consistency of
or if you want it like to be a little.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh, good,
so
good.
what do I do? I pull it down and tie it off?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Oh, it does. So maybe do this over a container?
Yeah, it's a little messy. That is a warning. The cornstarch is so like powdery.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you've been watching ciLiving for a while, you know that when we are at this demo table, anything can happen and there's probably going to be a mess. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the squish balls that you would buy at the store.
Exactly. Yeah, which this is also a lot cheaper too.
Yeah.
Like the materials that you need.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can make it.
And it's the science of it.
Yes.
Yes.
And so then tell us one more time. So this one's very liquidy.
Right.
If we want it more solid or firmer as the stress ball, what do we do? Add more water or more cornstarch?
Add more cornstarch. If you want it a little bit harder, add more cornstarch.
All right, so there you go. So if you want it squishier, add more water. If you want it firmer, add more cornstarch.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, thank you both for being here and for showing us how to do this.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
If you try this at home, I would love to see your results. So tag us on social media with any photos if you try this stress ball at home. And if you want more information, you can visit us on the web at ciLiving.tv after the show.